All right, Shalom. I want to start by giving our praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to all the Akim out there, pushing the word in sincerity and in truth. And we just got a lesson, of course, this is January 1st, the start of 2018, which we've been speaking about. I did personally a video on earlier how it's going to be a lot of things that's going to come to America, man. From the financial market to the military and these different things, all these things are going to be enacted, and this place is going to be broken down piece by piece, section by section. All right, one thing that's a major thing that is going to happen is a lot of these goddamn women is going to be put in subjection. A lot of these proud, prissy women that's marching and parading, throughout America with these high-end jobs, thinking that America's going to go on forever. That's not going to happen, man. These different women that's employers and managers and different things of that nature. These women are going to fall with this society, man. Because they're up there right beside Esau. You got the Edomites and you got the black woman right beside, man, alongside the Latino woman. All right, and these other tribal women, whether it's Issachar, all right, the Colombian women, so-called Jamaican or Haitian women, all right. Because the title of the lesson is going to be put in perspective of these women are going to be put in submission, man. Which that word submission goes in under mission, going to the etymology, all right. Because right now, what's pushed out on a high rate? Liberation, right? The liberty for women to gather abroad, to speak ill to their man, basically cuss them out. Put on the goddamn slutty makeup and lipstick and short skirts and hit the clubs. All that's gonna be cut off, man. And these women are gonna be put in shame, man. Somebody get 2nd Ezra 8:50. Okay. And then you can link that with Isaiah 3, man. Because there ain't nothing more proud in this society than these goddamn women, man. These women that speak down on men, they be cheating on men, stealing it and defrauding and taking money out of a lot of these men's bank accounts and different things of that nature. So it's gonna, when the Most High push that wrath on this world, a lot of these women gonna be jacked up, man. Of course, 2/3 of you niggas, you simps, y'all are a reason why these women are so proud too, man.
Yep.
All throughout Instagram, you would have a chick with goddamn 3,500 comments. You scroll down, there's nothing but niggas just simping, man. Worshiping box. You so beautiful, like if I could take you out one day on a date. The Most High really extracted the testosterone of our nation, man. But that's why the Most High sets up prophets, the ones that's actually not gonna go with that punk ass energy, man. The ones that's actually gonna push this truth and tell you exactly what it is, man. All right, you got that?
This is 2nd Ezra 8:50. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world.
See, that says, many great miseries shall be done to them in the latter time that shall dwell upon the world. And we're in those last days, man. It tells you that all throughout the New Testament, all right? And how we know that we're in the last days, if you look at, if you scope this world, man, if you just pan around and basically see how everything is going, like the scripture tells you that in Isaiah 3, that's a prophecy. Say, I'm going to create a new thing in the earth. The woman shall compass down about a man. All right, because it was once upon a time. It seems like make believe, man. It seems like a fairy tale that men was actually over women, man. Where men had women in subjugation. They couldn't speak. They couldn't say nothing against their man. They didn't have rights and passages to go out through these different streets and things of that nature. They had to get permission. All right, like now women got permission, which the root word of permission is a permit. They got permit and license to do these different things. By who? The so-called white men. The white men passed the liberation acts and these different acts for women to smoke cigarettes and to be able to come against their men and to get these high-end jobs. I wish the brother has an article, if you could bring that out too, on how these different women, it was like I said, once upon a time, it seems so make-believe, that these women were actually, in subjugation,
If I could add to your point too, I mean, even, the brother's going into the subjugation, pretty much of manhood. But even if you go into and do the research, like the so-called feminist movement, really that was just a big way of pushing women out of their natural role in the household, push them really into the workforce.
Yeah.
So what they could go to work, earn so-called wages or earn wages. So the so-called white man can just tax their ass, man.
Yeah. Yeah, it heightened the tax bracket, so to speak. Because all these different things was so the so-called white man can bamboozle you. And really that he could shred up the common man's household. Because household, so what? There are many economies. Each and every household in America makes up a larger economy, man. All right, and back in the day, you would have the man had his own economy at his house. He would have plants and vegetables. He would have the women that would be sowers. All right, and they would take care of the children, guide the house like the scriptures say, making sure that the food was cooked. That takes a major chip off your shoulder, man. You know, and then you would just have to work and do the work and bring home the butter, so to speak. You know, even with Gad, and when you go into Native American history, a lot of women actually hunted and they actually skinned the animals. You know, it tells you that Sarah had them skills and assets, man, those abilities. A lot of women did back in the day. That was a common thing. They would, skin the animals and do different things like that, and cook the meat fresh. Milk the cows, milk the goats or whatnot. Get the milk, and feed the children. It tells you that in Proverbs, the 31st chapter, who can find a virtuous woman, and it gives you all these different degrees and different things that she's doing that makes up her being virtuous. These women don't have those attributes now, man. All these women are really worth just sex. You get a chick now, that's all you should be thinking about, really, is just smashing her, that's it. Because nowadays, these chicks, they run their mouth, they speak against you, they belittle you. That's what's going on the global scale, man. That's why when you type in black woman on Google and different things like that, it's nothing but negative results that pop up, man. Black women are the worst women out of all women. Stay away from black women. Black women are just for sex. That's why the white man uses it. The white man's not trying to be with the black woman, man. They know how crazy these hoes is. That's why you have certain niggas, and I'll just say that, because they really is niggas. Like Tommy Sotomayor, they just have YouTube channels just dedicated to goddamn women, man. Because it's showing evidence of from day to day, week to week, that these women are goddamn wicked. From killing their kids, setting their boyfriends' houses on fire, busting their car windows. That's why these prisons is filled up with these goddamn crazy ass women too, man. Getting niggas robbed and set up.
And accessories to the crime.
Yeah, major accessory to the crime, like the brother said. But we're gonna get that etymology, and then we'll get that
submission.
That article. Yeah, submission.
Okay. All right, so submission is late Middle English, Latin, from Latin submission, a letting down, but I'm going to the word submissive. It just gives a more applicable definition. It says submissive, inclined or ready to submit or yield to the authority of another.
See, inclined or ready to submit or yield to the authority of another. And these women are submissive. They don't yield to the authority of who? Their man. Their man's supposed to be their lord. Which that word lord goes back to the Latin word domina. Alright? To have dominance, to rule over. Didn't Sarah call Abraham Lord? Adon in the Hebrew? A lord is somebody that's in a high position, and the woman is in subjugation and she does everything as property or as a servant, because that's what the word woman means, to be a servant under who? Her lord. And that's the sense of it. All right, but not today. You got these goddamn women that'll buck up, spit in their man's face, chomp them off. A man, a goddamn do 13, 14 hours, he go in the house catching hell, man. This bitch is like a lion. She's goddamn aggressive as all hell, man. And that's why majority of these niggas is oppressed, man. Not only is the white man oppressing you, but your own woman in your own household, man. And then your children, they see how the woman is talking to you, so the children ain't gonna have no respect for you. They like, this man just getting cussed out day by day by my mom. Why did I listen to this nigga? Right. I see he already a chump, And then these children, they grow up rebellious. The parents try to put them in place. They talking back to the parents and different things. They ain't got respect. The respect of the man that has been yanked out of the household, That's why it tells you that in Sirach too. It says a man establishes the house, but the woman just roots it out. Everything you try to lay out, she takes up. Going against the grain. Everything is just coming against each other, so to speak.
Yeah.
That's the division that Yahushua said He gonna put in the household. And that's why the Lord put us under those curses too. Because 2/3 of you niggas, man. You niggas came against Yahushua. You came against the power, and you think the power is gonna stay with you. Hell no. That's why the Most High allowed these things to happen to you, but you keep going.
I'm gonna say it's a little bit more, man. It's good. Unresistingly or humbly obedient.
See, unresistably or humbly obedient. These women are humble, man. All right, you know, back in the ancient world, you know, we got to go from ancient to modern. Ancient to modern, really lay out the picture, man, because things are totally different. If you would take a woman in the ancient world, and Solomon even spoke about how those women were wicked. But if you would take one of those women in the ancient world and bring them to the modern world, they fucking probably drop dead, man. Even prostitutes back then had a level of humility. They had a level of so-called trustworthiness. It tells you that what Judah had gave I think his staff or his ring, if I'm not mistaken, his bracelet to the harlot or whatnot. And she actually kept the covenant, you know, kept the agreement. Nowadays, hey, the woman that you think is your wife, she'll got them clear out your bank account.
Yep.
You know, you'll probably go upstate to a trip. You'll come back, your shit is empty. And these situations happen. It's not like this is make believe. You got the internet. You can type these situations up, man. Of women that's actually burning their kids up, throwing their children in the oven. You know.
In the car.
And that's why the apostle say, man, hey, and when you're dealing with these things in the world, man, these people in the world, just keep that arm's length distance, man. Don't embrace everything that look good, man. You know? Scripture said, what is that, in Proverbs, how basically, like honey is sweet to the bitter soul. You know, which I'm going to get that scripture roughly paraphrasing, but you can't look at everything as being sweet because you're in poverty, man. You get you a little chick, now you thinking that, you know, she's the one. Nah, man, you gotta have that scope, man, because Satan works through each and every one of these devices, man, whether it's the children, whether it's the women, whether it's through, you know, people on the job. Everywhere you go in is Satan's quarters, man. Satan actually made it, you know, through all these different policies, he made it where he has he could actually, you know, go through these different spirits, man. Like it showed you in the Matrix, how the agents jump from host to host. That's why the so-called white man gave these women liberty. To break you up, because the woman is supposed to be an extension of you, but now she's an extension of the so-called white man. She's an extension of the devil to actually hunt you in your own household, man. There ain't no submission. You don't hear about those. Aren't attributes and characteristics of women in the common man's household. Humble, yielding to authority. Hell, a lot of these women don't even fucking cook, and they don't see the need to. You know, you got that
article.
Yeah.
The article is named Marie Claire, MarieClaire.com. The title is 14 things women couldn't do 94 years ago.
Yeah, which is, you know, estimated usually about 100 years ago. So around the 1900s, early 1900s, it says how many things?
14 things.
14 things that women couldn't do. All right, keep going.
Number one, most married at a very young age.
Yeah, it says most married at a very young age. And that's another thing too why the society is jacked up. Here it is, you'll get you a chick, 25, 26 years old. She done smashed out, a guy smashed out by a good 19 niggas, man.
More than that.
I'm going low. I'm lowballing, you know? But, you know, and you think that you're going to actually come into this chick and you're going to actually recreate her whole makeup? It don't work like that, man. That's why these chicks are so bugged out. They had too many goddamn men, man. They got too many spirits on them. Back then, that's why you would get a woman at a fresh, young age. All right, where she hasn't been tampered with. She hasn't been touched and basically dealt with by all these different souls and spirits. You know?
That's why the laws, the scriptures upheld those laws. Like when you betrayed a woman, it was laws for that. You know what I'm saying? You took her virginity, whatever age that she came to her flower, and she was able to have babies. That's why, forget EJ Love and Adam them, because they go against that.
Yeah.
That's why, like the brother said, society is messed up as it is now.
Yeah.
Because women are fucking free now.
Yeah.
They're getting abroad, and all they do is idleness, and what? Idle mind is a playground for Satan.
That's right. And these women got the liberty to kill their children, birth control, taking the pills, so to speak. A lot of these chicks be having that chip injection, man. That chip that can secrete certain things so that they can't have children, like I said, get abortion. The man may want the child, but she's like, hell no, I got a career to look forward to. I'm not having no child right now, And the man can't say nothing. Hey, somebody look up the abortion clock, man. Cause that's another thing too. Just like you got a U.S. debt clock where the numbers be ran up, you got an abortion clock where these chicks is running the numbers up, man. The average chick probably got them bodied at least 4 or 5 kids, man. You got chicks that got numbers, man. 8, 9 abortions. And if you look at how the abortion is done through the different developments, like a 6-month child or 6 months fetus or whatnot, man, that shit is gruesome, man.
Yeah, it is. Cause they actually they take forceps and they put it, in a woman's vagina, and they crush the baby's skull, man.
Oh, limitations.
They pull it out. It's wicked, man.
Well, we can read that Lamentations. You know exactly what I'm talking about?
Chapter 4.
Chapter 4. We'll read that just to link that, and we'll go back to the article. Because these women are devourers, man. They're literally succubuses. Those mythological demons you be reading in Greek and Norse mythology and different folk tales, so to speak, the sirens and all these demons. That's the goddamn black woman, man. That's prophecy. That's prophecy to go into these fucking black women.
If I can give you this abortion number already, because when it's so-called January 1st, if this is worldometers.info, it says abortion worldwide this year. It already says 98,000.
98,000 this year?
Yeah.
Talking about 2018?
I'm not sure if it's
I'm about to say, I would believe it today, yeah. 98.
I'm gonna look for another.
And that's on a worldwide scale?
It said worldwide.
Well, yeah, that makes sense though. 7 billion people constantly having sex on a 24-hour time scale. Possibly. Knowing these people.
I mean, even if, let's say that hypothetically there was for 2017, that's damn near 100,000 babies, man. You know what I'm saying? That's not a small thing.
Yeah, it's not.
So that's clockwork.
And that's what they calculate.
And that's why
ain't out there like that. I'll be more than that.
And that's why this chick, Margaret Sanger, she created that abortion thing, but the black woman wasn't protesting against that. Hell no, I want my baby. Shit, these chicks be in that, what's that, Isaiah? They be in that Isaiah mentality. That Halle Berry movie when she threw Isaiah in the trash can. They don't be wanting their children. They hate the little nigga with the 3 years old crying all the time. They ain't trying to put the child on no type of good diet. Smoking cigarettes when she's pregnant.
Fucking right in front of the child.
Fucking right in front of the child. Here it is. Chick be goddamn. Sometimes the chicks be in the goddamn same bed as the woman, man. It's always some new nigga coming in the household, man. These man, that's why we said, man, 2018, man, a lot of you women gonna get jacked up, man. And the most I've been jacking you goddamn women up. But guess what? He's eyeing it up. You got some on that abortion clock.
I was about to say, this says
and you women gotta take accountability for all these deaths, man. Killing your kids, that's an act of murder. And that's your children, It's actually feeding off of your spirit and your life, and you gonna actually kill them, man. These women ain't got no sympathy, man. And you simple niggas, you wonder why she don't give a fuck about you. Look what she would do to her own body.
And to your seed.
And to your seed.
Well, see, this is Romans 322.com. This says January 1st, 2018 to right now. And it says abortion death toll for the U.S. says 2,553 in one day in the U.S. In one day, man. And so far in 2018. Then you got all these Jakes going out talking about the so-called New Year, and that's what Jake be doing, man. They sitting here on Instagram scrolling, Snapchat scrolling, double tapping. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause these women they be traveling, going to Colombia, just different countries. You know what I'm saying? Because they have all this liberty. Meanwhile, they doing all this wickedness, man. And you really in the spirit, you supporting it, because you're not countering that spirit that they're pushing out.
Yeah, you're not rising up, man. You're You're not speaking against the image. You niggas are conformists, man. And that's why we don't have no sympathy or empathy for a simple nigga that's getting fucking his check robbed, man. Or his car took from his chick, or his goddamn car battered in and dented in by some crazy hoe or robbed, you know? You know, we don't care, man. Like R. Kelly got his shit cleaned up. Shit like a fresh house after he came back to the crib, man. Ran this shit down. And it's a lot of cases of that too. You know, these aren't just one examples. We bring out these examples, but it's manifold examples of niggas getting schemed and plotted on by these crazy ass hoes, man.
Go to your bank account and steal it.
Yeah.
Can I pray a precept?
Yeah, you got it.
Alright, this is Isaiah 46:8. It says, remember this and show yourselves men.
Yeah, remember these things. Remember what the scriptures say. Alright, remember this and show yourselves men. Keep going.
Bring it again to mind, all you transgressors.
Yeah, put all these different things in account to your mind. Alright? You gotta look at these things that go on in the world and see the times that we're living in. Scripture said the love of many shall wax old, or wax cold, excuse me. From your parents, you know, to the person you know to stay in your household, so to speak. You know, your children, and especially your goddamn women. It really starts with your women, showing you that we living in some real aggressive times. And these same women, they gonna sell a lot of these niggas out in that day, man. Show you down on these movies like The Walk or The Road. You know, the chick was like, you know, she was all scared. She goddamn left the child and she left the father, her husband. You know, she wasn't regretting that. You know, hey, when women be in the mindset of I gotta do what I gotta do. Fuck all that emotional shit. You know, to hell with my kid. If that's what it takes for me to survive, I'm not gonna protect this little ass. He gotta fend for himself. You know. That's why the most I say you people are brute beasts, man. Made to be taken and be destroyed. Cause you got mindset like animals, man. Worse than animals. Some animals will actually die for their young.
Yeah.
You know? They'll actually put themselves on the line in the heat of the battle, so to speak. If predators are looking to take their young, and they'll die before their nest, so to speak, or their hatchlings, so to speak, will be devoured.
Yeah.
You women, you goddamn scurry off, man. Fuck them little eggs, man. Hey, I can make some more. I'm still in my youth.
Man, I ain't even thinking about that shit, man. Because honestly, most animals are like that, man.
Yeah.
You know, like crocodiles, alligators, lionesses, dogs.
Snakes.
Yeah, all that, man. You know, if a mother, you know, in the animal world will put her life on line. If you get to that baby, trust and believe, you had to kill that mother first, man.
Yeah.
But these women, man, I mean, just they're so heavy in that Babylonian lifestyle, man. They gonna put their career, their car, like the brother said, their livelihood, what they want, ahead of everything, first and foremost, man. So let alone even thinking about the Most High and Yahweh Shah.
Yeah.
So why would you even want to follow behind a woman that has a mindset like that, man? The Most High looking for men, man. Men in His nation to stand the fuck up, man, and be men.
That's right.
If I can get a quick precept, bro.
Well, you can finish that real fast. That the one you was not reading about men.
Oh yeah, this is Isaiah 46:8. Remember this and show yourselves men. Bring it again to mind, all you transgressors.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
Okay, you can read that real fast. That Lamentation, you got it.
Alright, this is Lamentations chapter 4, verses 3. Even the sea monsters draw out the breast.
See that? Even the sea monsters draw out the breast. Keep on.
They give suck to the young ones.
They'll give suck to their young ones, meaning they'll provide nourishment. All right. When a child starts off, you know, what do they need? They need milk. That's their provision, so to speak. That's how they get grown up. That's how they actually get nourished and built up to the point where they can actually consume regular meat. All right, solid foods, and actually become independent. They start from a dependent source, which is their mother. But it says these sea monsters will even do that. They'll actually fend for their children, take care of their children to the time of development. Keep going.
The daughter of my people has become cruel.
But these hoes, they become cruel, man. Like I said, they got that Isaiah mentality. I throw that little nigga in the trash can, man. With the umbilical cord, yo. That's these women, man. That's the times that we living in. Like I said, they'll goddamn, you know, fucking smoke cigarettes while the child is in the womb, feed his ass Similac, so to speak. You know, they don't want their titties to be sucked on. They think down the line their titties might be droopy, so they'll feed them Similac and all that poison. Not knowing that breastfeeding is a natural exchange, man. The saliva and the salivary glands that the child is actually extracting and actually making that connection with the breast is actually, you know, cleaning and purifying the woman's body, man. It's an exchange. She's providing milk for the child, and the child is providing nourishment for the mom, for her body to actually redevelop after, you know, having that child. You know, like I said, the actual breastfeeding, it actually flattens the woman's stomach. It actually closes their cervix, you know. It actually develops the child's brain, so to speak. And it actually helps the child develop and become mentally strong. But these women don't see that. You tell a woman that, you can give it the best sermon. You can give her the statistics. You can give her the history. She still like, still want that little nigga on Similac.
Not my titties.
Yeah, not my titties. Keep going.
It says like the ostriches in the wilderness.
It says like the ostriches in the wilderness. These women got that ostrich black widow mentality, man. They're beasts, man. They just will, they'll leave the child to fend for themselves, man. You got certain animals that do that too. They'll just have children and they out. Alright? Fend for yourself. Sometimes 70% of the offspring die. Sometimes 50%.
Or they may eat their own child.
Or they may eat their own children, yeah.
Just depends on what time. Women gonna be eating their own child too.
And that's gonna be nothing to them. These women are savages out here, man. They will get down like that in a day. All they need is the right button push.
Yeah.
Look how they living now. They just got to get the right button push. Women don't have morals, man. That's why that Latin phrase, I forget how it is in the Latin, but it says women are a fickle and a changeable thing, man. Apostle Gabar always brings that out. What's something that's fickle? It's changeable. It changes and it transitions with the times. You know? Like I said, it tells you in the Sirach, but fool's mind is like the moon. You know how many phases the moon has? You know, the full moon, the new moon, the different quarters and different things like that. That's a lot of different phases and the many parts that actually make up those 4 quarters, so to speak. That's the same thing, mentality of women. You know, however the was current and was trending, they're gonna move with that energy. If you rich, if you a millionaire, she gonna stay with you. If you broke the next day, she gonna leave you. Simple as that. All right, you got some more?
Now I sit on that.
You keep going on what you had, and I'm gonna bring out an article too. And you go bring out that scripture. You know, go ahead.
Number 2, women were having children at a much younger age.
Mm-hmm.
Oral contraception didn't exist, meaning taking birth pills and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Plan B couldn't be a woman's plan B.
Yep, plan B couldn't be a woman's plan B. It's only plan A. If you're having sex without a condom, you get pregnant, you gotta keep that child, man. You know? But now these chicks, they don't give a fuck. They don't care about none of that. Like I said, plan B is not a plan B. So women that have options, but all this liberty gives women options to actually have sex. You know, to actually deal with all these different types of men because they know they got an option of actually taking these different drugs and stuff like that. Back in the scriptures, when women committed adultery and things of that nature, you would actually give them like a form of a concoction. And then what it said, it would rot out the leg, you know, they would suffer thyroid, so to speak, and it would show that she's committing adultery, and the penalty of adultery was death. Do these women get penalized for sleeping with all these men in this society? Hell no. She got a Monday nigga, a Tuesday nigga, a Wednesday nigga, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. She got a different dude every day of the goddamn year. You know?
And niggas will sign up for it too, man.
Niggas will sign up for it.
I just want Thursday, man. If I can get Thursday and Monday afternoons, man, I'm cool with that.
That's how we know this place has to restart, man. This place has to be destroyed. Because Esau is this Babylonian captivity, which Babylon goes back to confusion. This place has to go, man. It's confusion, man. Keep going.
She couldn't, she's like, number 5, she could get fired for being pregnant. Number 6, she couldn't sue for sexual harassment.
She couldn't sue for sexual harassment. Keep going.
She would face...
like I said, the rights of women. Women didn't have rights, man. And that's for the better. In the scriptures, women didn't have rights. If a man would leave the woman, he would kick you out. She wouldn't get her, well, what about my table, nigga? You know, them pots and pans is mine. This couch is mine. Nah, nothing is yours. You mine, and I'm letting your ass go. The scriptures say that in Sirach. He that begetteth the wife, begetteth for possession. Women were property, man. Women were just as much as property as cattle. Women are cattle to a certain degree, you know? That's why the more cattle or the more women that you actually possess, the richer you are. That actually, having abundance of women is an extension of your wealth. Because if you can take care of multiple women, then that shows you have an immense amount of money. Alright? Because if you have, with women comes what? Children. You know? With women comes responsibility. And we don't have that power now. And that's why we say, man, just keep it simple here, man. Don't be trying to be Fabio out here in these streets. You're trying to goddamn have 9 chicks on your team, so to speak. You ain't got the finances for that. You ain't got the time for that. The most I said, be a soldier. Meaning you gotta have that mind frame of being by yourself, lonely, so to speak. As much as you go move with the unit, you can move alone. You know, you can't be codependent on these goddamn women to cook for you and to take care of you. You know, you got a lot of men that have that mentality. You know, I don't know how to cook because she'll do this for me. I don't know how to do this because I know she got me. Hey, you gotta be a man. The scriptures say, be ye men. You got some more?
She would face difficulty getting a credit card.
Oh, she would face difficulty getting a credit card. So they didn't even have policies set in place for the women to even be on a spending binge, man. Now look at these chicks. They go to Macy's. What Dave Chappelle said on that Clumps women be shopping? Women be shopping.
Who they be shopping?
Who they be shopping? What is it? Women do be shopping. You goddamn right, women be shopping, man.
God, they'll spend the whole check if they can.
Yeah.
And then some.
And then some.
Run up with credit cards.
And we talk, you think about the average chick, she'll go to Macy's and shop till she drop. And everything she sees, she want to buy it. Goddamn, her goddamn closet filled up with majority of shit she don't wear. She just liked it. It was appealing to the eye. That's how women think, man. It's just cute to the eye. Impulsive. She don't think about her bills. She'll be goddamn, you'll see a chick with a goddamn $300 bag on and the goddamn child in some busted up goddamn New Balances, man. Some goddamn $25 shoe. Like, damn. This little nigga, snot nose, hair all jacked up. Or she'll have a little girl hair all fucked up. And she got the newest weave in, man.
Yep. And they look like they hungry and thirsty.
Yeah. Looking like they on the Cheeto fruit roll-up diet, man. You going?
Number
8. Married.
Is we lying?
It's facts, man.
These is facts.
Look around.
Yeah, look around.
We watch, man. We just observing.
Yeah.
And we tie that to the scriptures. We got data. I mean, we bring out numbers.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't deny it.
You can't deny it.
It says marital rape wasn't criminalized.
Yeah, marital rape. Because there's no such thing as being married and raping your woman, man. That's your property, like I said before. And women weren't allowed to refuse sex from their, the man they're dealing with. Now these women, you got that. Women can actually go to court and take their man to court for raping them. And they goddamn, here it is, she's been married to this man for 18 years and he raped her. He done fucked her over 300 times and he took it one day, so now he got to spend goddamn 11 years in jail or in prison. What kind of sense does that make?
Right.
He got 3 kids by her, so they having sex on a constant basis, but he takes it one day? Like, does that make sense?
Yeah.
How he gonna take something he's already been inside that he's had children with? That's his.
That's like you can't even drink your own juice.
That don't make no sense.
Yeah.
I have a precept too. Ecclesiastic is Sirach 36 and 24. Because it goes to he that getteth a wife beginneth a possession.
See that? He that getteth the wife begetteth the possession. That's why in the ancient world you would have to purchase a wife, man. You have to purchase a wife for a certain amount of money. All right, it was noble. We had a noble. That's why the Lord said we're a peculiar people, because of everything we did had a royal aspect to it. All right, you would get the woman, you would have the ceremony, then you would actually have the woman in your possessions. You would have actual royal rights and privileges that was implemented to you. The woman didn't have any rights to speak up against you, to speak against you, run her mouth. To tell on you, so to speak, like I said, go to the courts and to the elders and things of that nature. The scriptures speak about the elders of the different cities, whatever your rule was the rule, man. Keep going.
A help like unto himself,
Yep.
and a pillar of rest.
And a pillar of rest. So, and that's why the scriptures say, because you do have good aspects of women. Women are, like I said, supposed to be the extension of men. They're supposed to do certain things that's supposed to please their man. Because if they please their man, they please their house. He pleases her. It's an exchange of energy. But now these women are, that you can't even please them, man. It don't matter how much money you give them. It don't matter if you give them the nicest goddamn Jaguar or the nicest Escalade. You got millionaires that get cheated on, man.
Yep.
Millionaires that just suffer in depression because they got them women. Here, look at them big ass lawsuits that these women that actually put on these niggas after divorce, man. You gotta pay well, my man Tyrese. The man was all goddamn whimpering on goddamn tube. You can type the video in, you know? What more do you want from me? You know? And this guy, he started what? Fast and Furious. Transformers, he over here blowing up robots and all this shit. You know, on Fast and Furious, he driving cars and driving under goddamn trucks and all this shit, drifting. But that goddamn woman, man, that's something he couldn't beat, man.
That was his, what you call it?
Oh, that's his Achilles heel, man.
Yeah.
That's his kryptonite. Yeah. See, and Esau did that on purpose. All this started, and really from the inception of slavery, man. What did Esau say? Put the woman against the man. A lot of times they would actually rape the man in front of the woman, which made the women naturally lose respect for the man. Esau created this structure to actually detach the so-called black and Latino man from the black and Latino woman. Now Issachar somewhat has their women on in a more of attachment, you know, but a lot of them women off too,
Yeah.
you know. But for the most part, some of them tribes, so to speak, of women actually are in somewhat subjugation. But these women that we got now, man, you got too much liberty. You got some more, and I'm gonna bring out something.
Okay. Alright. This is number 9. Women couldn't get an Ivy League education.
Women couldn't get Ivy League education. Now you got women in all these different colleges and sororities, all right, freaking out with all these different men. Oh, they lesbianism.
Oh man.
Licking each other box. You know, all in one dorm, showering together, looking at each other's titties and all that shit. That's wickedness. And then you got all this wickedness of pornography that's on the internet, where these women can actually commit adultery and or have a freak fest and just slap it on the internet and get paid for it.
Yeah.
I was watching something today on the internet on YouTube. Don't get silver, you know. But it was on YouTube, and it was actually 2 people talking. It was Ron Artest, and it was this whole Mia Khalifa. You know, she's a famous porn star, and I was just reading the comments, and people was talking like she over here trying to basically talk and criticize other people's profession. They're like, she's a porn star. Like, how can she actually critique somebody else? She was talking about this wrestling chick, talking about, well, I don't really think that's real. I don't think they work hard or whatnot, whoop-de-whoop. But it's like, the reality of it is, you blow rod for a living, you know? That's the confusion of this place. Where these different, even the wickedest of these people, they actually have liberation to run their goddamn mouth, man. Scripture say whose mouths must be stopped. And that day, man, a lot of people's mouths gonna be shut, man. Because they ain't doing nothing but pushing out nothing but wickedness. And the Most High is gonna shame these people. He's gonna shame these goddamn men. He's gonna shame these women. He's gonna shame the so-called white man. And he's gonna show who he's dealing with, man. The ones that's actually pushing and that's bringing out this truth. You guys want?
Okay. Number 10. There were no women in the military.
Oh, there was no women in the military. Now look at the military. All these women want to sign up for the military and go fight for they good old country, America. And what's going on in the military? A lot of these women getting raped. Shit, it was this one case. This chick got fucked up, man. Face was battered or whatnot. They basically had to come up with another story because I think she got raped and killed. But they basically came up with another story to implement to basically lie or make her death fraudulent, so to speak. You know, to come up with a secondary alternative story. You know, but That's a lot of things that go on in the military too, man. Women got leisure to work these different factory jobs, these construction jobs, to fight in the military, to be in the UFC and the different things. You got mixed martial arts with women. All this confusion, man. In the beginning, it was not so. A woman's job was to be under her man and to take care of him. He was supposed to be her property. All right? And like I said, she would serve and guide the household. She would guide the children. Now, since you don't have no woman, your children aren't guided, man. That's why all your children grow up to be degenerates. Because who are they learning from? They learn from this media television. They learn from all these hoes and sluts on the internet. They learn it, from the music that they listen to. All their peers in the school that's doing all this wickedness, sniffing coke and smoking weed. Popping pills. They learn it from everybody but their parents. Because just like the brother said earlier, there was a lot of times where the man would actually work a full-time job and the woman would stay home, and she would instill good attributes and characteristics and virtues into the child, not no more. So the child is growing up being malnourished in morality, man. These children don't know about a moral code, so to speak, listening to your parents. That's why these children don't honor their parents, man. They talk down on them, cuss them out. You know, you be watching these shows with a fucking little 13, 14-year-old kid just leave the dinner table and just storm off. That's out of order, man. That's something that you would get your ass brutally whooped for in the ancient world. Not today. You know, Samantha's just in a mood. Just let her go to her room and think. Let her vent for a little bit, man. Just pure confusion. You got some more?
Legal abortions didn't exist. Serious discrimination ran rampant in the workplace.
That's it?
I
You want to expound on that?
I'm about to say, really, the woman ain't supposed to, it ain't supposed to be no workplace market for no woman, man. Like if you look at, if you go back and research just the familial structure of our nation, man, of the nation of Israel, you know what I'm saying? The woman maintained the household. There's an intrinsic value in that. Like if you, I don't know the exact number, but there's a specific number like $80,000, $100,000, something to that effect that a stay-at-home mom is actually worth. But in this society, because that's against the picture painted for the women in this society, they don't even understand how valuable a woman at home actually is.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, like the brother said, that carries a lot of value. You know, and that's why you would pay a pretty penny for a woman of such, man. Because that's an investment. Men wasn't paying for women to lose. Nah, that's an asset. It's property. When you buy property, if you're buying a house, if you're buying a car, if you're buying cattle, you're looking to extend your money, not to have it absorbed, so to speak. You're investing. When you buy cattle, what do? You can either, sell, make a market, whether you're selling meat or the skin, different things of that nature, the milk, or you can actually reproduce with the cattle, and sell it, or wholesale, so to speak, just selling it, the substance itself for other people that want to breed cattle and different things of that nature. So that's the same thing what you would do with a woman, man. That's where that wealth comes in at. That's a good investment. But Esau, he made it where you can't invest in none of these things in this world, man. He made it where he's, so-called omnipotent in wickedness. Whatever you try to put your spirit in, it doesn't work. You try to put your spirit in the child. You try to put your spirit in your woman. You can't put this righteousness. That's why the Most High said, "Unto you, O men, I call." This is for righteous men, and of course you got women that listen to their men. That have themselves in subjugation. But this is just for the wickedness, man. That's being pushed out on a high frequency of our people, and the people that actually advocate that nonsense. You got some more?
In many states, women couldn't serve on juries or as juries.
Oh, they couldn't serve on juries, then they couldn't even bring up allegations against their men, which in turn would make them have to work things out at home without putting the third party, the so-called white man, into play, man. Now these women could just come up with stories. You be having the misery type of chicks, or the thin line between love and hate type of chicks that'll beat themselves the fuck up and call the police. Police ain't trying to hear what you gotta say. They just see that this chick got her ass whooped, and these same police be the ones that's kicking their women's asses, man.
Yeah.
Police be whooping they women's asses.
Straight up.
But then they'll lock you up. Or the judge, the same judge that'll actually drop the gavel on a dude for domestic violence. If it's a dude, a lot of times he'll jump on his woman and he'll break a lot of laws. He might be sniffing coke. Or if it's a goddamn woman, hey, you had this, I think it was a one judge, she was in the prostitution ring. She was buying prostitutes and all that shit. It was a chick, man. You know? The hypocrisy of this place. You got some more?
That's the last one. 14, they didn't have the right to vote.
They didn't have the right to vote, so they didn't have the right to speak, man. Their mouths were shut. And they could only talk when they was talking to their men. Alright? And outside of dealing with their men, they was at home building. Cause you know what all this does? It actually, takes away the woman's liberty so that she can only do righteousness. All these different things aren't needed from women. That's why in the ancient world it was so clean, it was so concise on how we was as a nation. Because the man had his particular order in the job, the woman had a specific obligation and a specific order, the children, the priests, the judges, the kings, alright? The elders. Everybody knew what their job was being born, and all they did was cultivated that gift and primed it until from childhood to adulthood. And that's how you remove evil, man. You got a present?
This is Isaiah chapter 3, verse 26. And her gates shall lament and mourn, and she being desolate shall sit upon the ground.
Yeah, a lot of these women are going to be sitting upon the ground, man. Meaning they're going to get humbled. Whenever you're sitting upon the ground, that represents being in a very, very low state. Because these women are brought on high, man. Like I said, they're in the nicest jobs, because especially after World War II, when the men were fighting in the wars, women actually took up all the jobs. That's where you have this emblem of Rosie the Riveter, when she speaks about women in the factory, if brothers want to go to that on the tube, it speaks about, these women different, chanting about being in the, jobs, whether working the drill, on the assembly line and different things of that nature. So these women went from having no income to actually having high income, and the men that they're actually with are having lower income than them. That's where that liberation, that's why in the kingdom of heaven, everybody's going into slavery. Everybody's going to have a sense of subjugation, being imprisoned to a certain degree. The men of the Lord. Alright, Most I cut out a lot of bullshit with us as men. Same thing with these different women. You got some more?
No, that's it on that.
You got some?
Yeah, I got one. This is Micah chapter 7, verse 10. It says, "Then she that is my enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, Where is the Lord thy power? My eyes shall behold her. Now shall she be trodden down as the mire of the streets."
Yeah, it says that these women are going to be trodden down as a mire of the streets. Alright, mire represents dirt. They're going to be broken down, man. They're going to be shattered. This little empire and this little play world these women are actually trying to create, just flaunting out wickedness and pushing out these evil spirits in this world, man. All these things is going to be cut off, man. That's why we gotta pray, man. You gotta pray and constantly push, man, and push out these different videos, man. Cause all this stuff, this wickedness, this nightmare is gonna be no more, man. You got some more? Okay. Burn out what you got.
Second Ezra chapter 16, verse 32. And the earth shall be laid waste, and the fields thereof shall wax old, and her ways and all her paths shall grow full of thorns, because no man shall travel there through. Talk about the times to come. Martial law, World War III, all the hands down with all these laws that these women can profit off of, like calling 911 on you, man, separate them from y'all, married, divorce can mean a benefit towards a woman because she can take everything.
Well, yeah, it showed you that also Purge. When it was Purge night, how that dude went into that chick house. Cause she was the same chick that was denying him or whatnot. He had his one up on him, man. Cause that's what's gonna happen with a lot of these chicks, these promiscuous ass women. Here it is, this chick will be goddamn half dressed walking around in the cold, and you will have a man that's trying to holler at her, and she's acting like, why are you even looking at me? Like, bitch, you walking around naked.
Looking good.
I know, looking good as a mother. you think I'm not gonna say nothing? That's the wickedness. But a lot, there's gonna come a time when men gonna take it, man. You know, when 911 ain't gonna be no 911, and the communication outlets, so to speak, and exchanges is gonna be done away with. It's gonna come down to brute strength, and it's gonna show that women don't have no strength, man. They don't have any power. It's just like when you watch the movie Split. Here it is, you had 3 chicks, they looked like they was roughly, 16, 17 in the movie, probably older. But they was locked up by one man. They was like, man, we can't overpower them or anything. Women don't have no power, man. And it's gonna show that. See, now they have power. They got power through policies, man. They got power through liberations and the law. But when that law is not there, we're gonna see how powerful these women are. You know, when the Most High actually puts that man back in his righteous power, man. And that's all we fighting for is our power back, which starts with what? The name of Yahweh Shem Shah, and knowing our law, statute, and commandments, and then these things manifested upon the world and establishing what? The Israelites on top. Alright? And when we in our power, everything is going to be in subjugation under us. Because it's going to be, like I said, the head of of Yahweh Shah is the Most High, and the head of the man is Yahweh Shah, and the head of the woman is the man. And who's the head of the children? The woman. Because the children are supposed to go through the mom for understanding and different things of that nature. A lot of times when you deal with the different kings of Israel, whether it was King David, King Solomon, or other kings, a lot of times they didn't deal with their children. They dealt with their children when they were appointed to a certain age. It tells you that about the schoolmaster. So prior to that, what was the woman doing? The woman's job was to instill righteous attributes in whether it was the daughter or the son. You know, the woman will actually teach the child, like I said, it tells you that in Timothy. Older women teaching the younger women how to guide the house, how to love their husbands, take care of them, nurture them. That's a flow of, that's a positive flow of energy. And that's what we're looking to come back into. Alright? Because we're going into all these different laws and all these things that's being broken, man. Even though it's liberal and it's righteous and it's licensed in this society, all these different things are off according to the scriptures, man. Keep going.
Verse 33 is like, the virgins shall mourn, having no bridegrooms.
Yeah, the virgins, these young women. Alright? And it's talking about literal virgins too. It says having no bridegroom. Keep going.
The women shall mourn, having no husbands.
Yeah, these women, they're going to mourn because they're not going to have no husband, because it's going to be a draft too. A lot of these different men are going to have to go ship and fight that war. Overseas, man. A lot of men going to get knocked off in that day. You know, a lot of your so-called, gang city leaders or your neighborhood leaders going to get killed in that day. Keep going.
Their daughters shall mourn, having no helpers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 'cause they shit on